Howdy, howdy, folks. Good Saturday evening. What? Saturday evening? We don't do vintage story on Saturday evenings. It's crazy talk. Crazy talk. How are you guys doing this evening? I can tell you, I was not a wise man today. I was not a wise man today. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm streaming tonight. I should really wear myself out. Well in advance of stream time. So I'm sitting here with like toothpicks propping my eyeballs open. So, yeah, I'll tell you all about it in a minute. Let's see, who's here today? We have Calzamar and Low Poly Cats and Nameless24. Ogrig Falenguista and Drylacht. There are some names I haven't seen here in a while. Welcome, everybody. Timothy Hacker, welcome. You're a new face in town. Glad to have you here. Those of you who are here, if you have a chance, if you could hit that like button, that will help get the algorithm to realize that I have a heartbeat. And it'll help attract more people in the chat to hang out and witness me breaking my ankles. Welcome, Optimistic Pessimist and Nimue Delac. How are you guys doing? Hey, thanks for hitting the like button, guys. Saw those numbers jump. Gotta pump those numbers, they're rookie numbers! Nimue's bringing croissants. Timothy Hacker says, thank you for introducing me to Vintage Story. And Apec is here. Welcome, Apec. Career building up by pumping iron all day. Well, pumping children all day. My goodness. They're mostly calcium and water. Still pretty dense, though. And they are dense. They're very dense. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Let's get OBS looking at my stream here, and everything looks good. Children are more of a workout than pumping iron? Yeah. And I started... Well, I'll tell you once we begin, because it's just about 8:30 here, so I'm going to bring you all into the game. Hello everyone, my name is Kurazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, where in our last chore stream, we got a whole lot of sandstone from over yonder, and we also started making some more plates for our lanterns, and also some more ingots to make the plates. They are cool now. Almost as cool as I am. My wife tells me so. She's not here to correct me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so tonight's stream is an awkward time because Kurazette decided to go to the big city to do some cool stuff and left me here by my little lonesome. Well, and the two terrorists that I call my children. Got some glass here too? Sweet. Which kind of dense unresolved error? All the kinds of dense. One of them, the one who is able to talk and is very mobile, was playing with a toy by sticking her foot in it. It is not designed for having your foot stuck in it. And well, her foot got stuck. This is after I told her, don't stick your foot in there. So, yeah, pretty dense. Timothy Hacker has a 2.5-year-old. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, 2.5 is when the trouble starts. They really start being able to like do things and get into things. Hey there, Widwing. Oh my, I was never able to catch a non-chore stream before. Welcome, glad to have you here. And Ryuga is here as well. Good to see you again. Wow, wow, okay, I didn't think we'd have 3 stacks of glass. Did I ever do it? I may have ever done it. That's more glass than I was thinking we'd have. Ooh. Is he outside or inside? And do I want to know? He's right down here, isn't he? No? Okay. I guess he's just right outside our home here. Yeah, there he is. He's sniffing at the door. Alright, where was I? Here we go. Let's put these guys back. Oh my goodness, not this again. Hello? Oh my goodness. It gets really irritating sometimes. In you go. Sheesh. Alright. Let's see, we got Oak Tree here. And we got Genesis. Hate to tell you but toddler years are only the beginning. I have teenagers now and it just gets more chaotic. Now see, my kids are going to be the best teenagers. They're going to be so well behaved, they'll never do anything crazy or weird. Not my kids, no how. No way. No way. Okay, so we have a bit more lead left. So with everything here, we'll have 30 more lanterns. That's pretty good, I guess. But we could have 40 more lanterns. Let's see. I'll break this guy down too. Let's see how many we would have. This might not be enough. It's not. Okay. Well. Another day then. So we need to go on another lead or galena gathering spree here at some point in order to make more lanterns. But for now, let's see, we have calm wind, so we're not going to be making any more plates. We'll just grab these. And I think we need to have a few of you. It's 10. And let's go bring these over to the temple and make some more lanterns. Your heater's not working, Genesis. That's a shame. And it's not fun. Oh, been dad joked. Did you hear the joke about the wandering nun? She was a Roman Catholic. Timmy the Hacker found my vintage story videos 2 years ago. First time catching a stream, though? Well, awesome. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Where? Let me think. Okay, the saw is inside there. That's a lot of hammers. I thought I had some of these here. Okay. I need candles and a saw. That'll get us 10 lanterns. Hey there, Foreverfish14. Cozy up for a late night stream while I wait for this blizzard ahead of your city. Oh boy. Yeah, we're supposed to get some snow, or at least some really cold temperatures, like, early next week, but not till, like, I don't know, Tuesday? There's the saw. So we're going to do just 10 of these. There we go. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of this glass for now. I'd say look at it, but it's clear. I'd have to look through it. It'll fit in here. There we go. I think later in the stream, we'll go back and we'll check on the status of the wind, because I would really like to get the rest of these lanterns going. Something like that. Nope, next one. There we go. Ta-da! Alright. It's dusty in here? Really? Good grief. Hey, have you guys ever noticed the word run is... Oh, none. It's just an N doing a cartwheel. That's like my one grandfather's favorite joke of all time. It's a series of granddad jokes. I only remember 2 of them. There's of course the what's black and white and red all over? The newspaper. And then what's black and white and black and white and black and white and black and white? A nun rolling down a hill. I'm gonna go ahead and grab you. And we are going to run away from the shiver I think I just heard. Today, let's see, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mark these off. I'm going to remove that actually, remove that. I'm gonna make this gray. Because we'll come back to those eventually. We're going to build it tall. That is today's task. Everything else gets grayed out. No. There we go. Build it tall. We are going to be building this tower as high as I think it's going to go. I want to see if we can make it at the top of where I want it to be. Now I think I had a bunch of sandstone that I didn't realize I still had in my inventory. So we weren't quite out of sandstone at the end of last full stream. There you are. You know, the chest that I was in like 3 times already and didn't notice. I'm also going to grab... Do I have any more limestone? A little bit. Okay. That's probably fine. And you know, maybe we'll bring a stack of glass. Yeah, there we go. What did the house wear to a night on the town? An address. As I'm here, I'm going to ask a question. Don't you think the magic columns were a tad too short? Visually, possibly. However, you see how tall the ship is? I didn't want to give the impression that ships would need to avoid bumping their mast into them. So they're basically as long, as tall as they can be without looking a little stupid when the ships come into the port. So, yeah. What's black and white and red on the bottom? A zebra with a diaper rash. Oh no, here come the black and white and red jokes. Oh no, what have I done? So yeah, we got. I wanted to get 20, but since I'm such a great counter, I got 18 of these giant slabs. I am an expert counter, I'll have you know. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I don't need sand. Of course I got the sand. Why wouldn't I get the sand? I'm gonna put you like in here. Sand, go somewhere else. Okay. Do I have everything that I want to have right now? No, we're going to get some more sandstone. And probably some more limestone, too. Because we're going to need a little bit more of that. Count Kurosharia. Somebody else would have made a mistake. Had to be me. Oh, hammer, right. Hey there, Andrew P. In Hazard 151, we got Erkenbrand Lort. I think I'll get, like... We'll bring 2 stacks of limestone. That should be it. There we go. And then we're going to just sort of fill out everything else with sandstone for now. What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a bicycle and a poorly dressed man on a unicycle? I've heard that one before, but I forget what the answer is. Glad to see you stream. Glad to have you here, Erkenbrand Lord. So yeah, so let me tell you about me wearing myself out today before stream so wisely. I was like, hey, you know what? Let's the mushrooms are ready to be rehomed. So I'll just rehome the mushrooms. I grow mushrooms for those of you who aren't aware. So I spent like 3 hours today washing buckets and pasteurizing straw. And so now I have like, my hands are just tired from grabbing straw out of the bag, and I've got like little splinters under my fingernails. It's like, yeah, I think I'll just make myself tired before stream. It's perfect. And then I made a real bad decision, so y'all can laugh at me about it. I was like, you know what would be really nice for dinner? Crab legs. Like, you know, let the kids try some crab legs and we can have some other stuff. I didn't consider that I'm the only one in the room who can actually, like, you know, open up crab legs. It turned into me feeding the kids crab legs, and I get to have, like, a few of the little knuckle pieces, and that was about it. Oops. Oh, wow. Well, we now have 17 left. Oh, boy. I do think this should be enough, though. Because as the tower gets taller, it's going to get, you know, slimmer. So it's not going to be as, it won't require as much material. Oh, we have another one of you. I'm going to move you over here, just so I don't forget you. And I think it's also time to bring, let's bring this. We'll bring the hand planer. I probably won't need that as much. And I want to bring the pantograph. Oh, a tire is the unicycle bicycle answer. Right. Uh-oh. Do I have it on me? I don't. Look again. I don't have it on me. Okay. Uh-oh. Did I put it in the... Do I have a tools bin? Armor, clothing? No. No, no, no. Okay. Oh boy. We're off to a great start here. Where the heck is my pantograph? Oh, there it is. Staring at me the whole time. Okay. It was waiting for me. That's the answer. Hey there, Lithium Nightwolf. Welcome. All right. Up we go. You mean expected, right? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So yeah, so we did, this is the, this will be the foraging area here. And up here we have some new gardens. Ooh, we got some flax growing a little bit. Very nice. So we're going to come here and I'm going to take a quick peek at this with bird's eye. Look how the moon moves. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Anyway. That's too funny. Hello moon, goodbye moon. So yeah, we're going to go up, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to go up to where it is currently at the top there. And then I think we're going to do like maybe one more layer, like one more like 20 or 16 block run up to the next level. I think that's probably going to be about it. I might do like a little narrow like top to it that's really thin. I think I also want to probably start drawing in the limestone. So see how the limestone here is like they're really wide for the area it's in, especially for given what it's going to like lead out into. And we don't have a lot of sandstone showing here anymore. So I kind of wonder if I should actually do that now. Just tear this guy down. Yep, I'm going to. We're gonna get the chisel out. Chisel all you guys. There we go. It's a surprisingly close render of the moon. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just start at the top here, honestly. Actually, I'm gonna start on this side. Oh, nope, nope, ladder. Oh, got the ladder at the bottom. Whew, that's close. Hey there, Fenrir the Unchained. Just got here working on your own build at the same time. Well, awesome. Do I have space for these? I do. Good. I'll be even smarter and I'll make these neighbors. The pentagrams on the fence. Luthien had to think about whether it was Wednesday. Yeah, it is. It is different being here on a Saturday evening. It's a very different feeling. An emotional support glider. Look, that glider is more likely to send me, like, careening to the ground, little braking with my face at terminal velocity. So, yeah, no emotional support glider. It's not flying, it's falling with no style. I think ideally, we'll probably do like, yeah, definitely 2 more 16 block floors here. I think the last one is going to be kind of just a tube straight to the top of the build. And I probably won't have any kind of access up to that. Unless I like sneak a ladder in somewhere. Rocket powered glider one. Yeah, I would love to see the glider or a glider-like thing with power that is not a mod. Oop. Oh, it's not gonna stack anymore. Brilliant. Go me. Maybe I'm heretic, but the other block game is a better glider. Oh no, that is 100% true. That is the cold, hard truth. Okay, so we're going to do this, and then we're going to... Are you all chiseled? Then we'll do this. Like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up these guys. Just get all these guys. Hightail. Where's that game Heretic 2? No, not yet. It's not really out yet. If it attains the same popularity of the other block game, then Hightail will need to be like the other block game's cousin or something. TOBGC. Alphabet soup. It's interesting to see what all this new stuff on the map is, or on the build is adding to the compass rose in the map. Oh yeah, you got this sort of this green thing going on now. It's very bright green. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and plop some of these guys down. I got you already. Did I get you already? I did. Good. Okay. And then get these back where they belong. And most of these are going to end up chiseled anyway, so I'm not too concerned about having chisel blocks here. There's not really a reason not to anyway. Alright, last one. Last one to rebuild. You're talking about EverQuest. Is that a block game? I'm not sure it's a block game. Ooh, that was close. Let's have another snack while we're up here. It is high roof activity today. Fun. Oh, if I had a brain, I could have put down some lanterns in some places, like that floor down there. But I don't, so Oh well. And this kind of thing where I'm building and then tearing down, this is the kind of stuff that I try to avoid at all costs if I can. Like, I want to build something right the first time, because it's not really fun to watch someone destroy something in a game about building. Hey, this is Mazka. Welcome. Down to the 3s. Down to the 3s and dressed to the 9s. That's me. In my dad's sweatshirt. Oh, speaking of well, not speaking of, but thinking of this while we're grabbing blocks here, it's going to be nice when we don't have to wait a full second for the block to stop moving before we can pick blocks up. There's been a pet peeve of mine forever. Hey there, D. Skizmovic. Cobb here. Or are you Skettle Cobb? What are we drinking tonight? We got water tonight. I was gonna get like a rusty nail or something, but I'm already so like exhausted from today. I figured it probably wasn't wise. I would just be like asleep. This would be a 15-minute stream pretty much. So I figured it wasn't the best idea. Okay. Get you in place, and then bloop, bloop, bloop. And then I guess we'll just start here. All right, so we're going to do... Let me think about this. So 8 of this, and then 8 of just 2. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, I lost count. Oh my goodness. I think this is 6. 7, 8. Let's count to the blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, no! Right, because I wanted to go 7. Oh well, that's recoverable. I will survive this one. Well, I'll have to do that, I guess. Bye! Alright. To the top here. Easier to kind of have to just one thing at a time. So let's just build this guy up. Back down. Drifter stream. Counting reminds me of learning to crochet. You think you know how to count, but you need to be prepared to learn that you actually can't. I imagine so. I also imagine we will need more limestone than this. I forgot we'd only done the one part of the tower here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oop. And there. Done. Okay. Let's get some more ladders. Oh, we have 15 left. Oh, they're all downstairs. Okay. Well, that's not ideal, but whatever. Hey there, Smiley Builds. Hi, bye. Are you off to bed, Smiley? Is this a little too late for you? Well, I guess we're just going to reclaim these. Stream liked, well, thank you very much. There we go. There we go, 16. And this way, once we get to the top of the ladder, we'll know we're done. Speaking of mushrooms from earlier, I do kind of hope that we can get the ability to cultivate mushrooms in Vintage Story in the vanilla game, like without a mod. I just think it would be fun. Like, is it necessary? No, we have plenty of vegetables. But, like, it would just be interesting and maybe something to do with, you know, extra wood lying around. You know, you can grow some oyster mushrooms on a log. I just hope it wouldn't be as complicated as it can be sometimes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Here we are. Who's your third favorite Solarian? I can only really name one, if I'm being honest. It's been a while since I played Mass Effect, actually. But for some reason, YouTube has been pushing Mass Effect on me for a while now. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's time to play it again. Okay, let's build this one up. Like I'm doing some kind of EDM setup here. I'm building the base first. Oh, I didn't do this thing. Darn it. Ah. Good enough. Okay. I watch a Mass Effect stream. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. This may be controversial, but I think the best Mass Effect was the first one. There we go. Is this entire temple build an attempt to trip Dave during a temporal storm? It's an attempt to reach Dave. If we go high enough, I imagine we can, like, jump off onto his, I don't know, knee or something. A Dave carriage house, if you will. You know, before we get too involved in this one here, let's go... first, let's put some lanterns down. I don't think we need them here, but just in case we do, better safe than drifty. Better safe than Botorn. Praise Dave. Very nice. And we're just going to put lanterns, I don't know, like in the corners here. Doom. Boom. Alright, so we have 2 left. Right, this doesn't go any farther. I always forget that doesn't go the whole way down. I've only played the first one recently because of the remake, and I totally agree. Very nice. I'm no longer the only person I know who liked the first one the best. Alright, we're gonna need some of you. The first Mass Effect is the first one I played, never played any of the others. I've seen what happens beyond, though. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, so story-wise... Okay, story-wise, I think the first one's the best, followed by the... That was it? Followed by the third, followed by the second. It follows, it follows Back to the Future rules, as far as which ones are good, or which ones are better than the others. Did I just hear a drifter? Thought I heard something. Right, we're gonna need you. Ah, there we go. But for me, the when I say better, I mostly mean the mechanics, because like the stories were all pretty good. I felt like the second one where you like died and were brought back somehow was a little contrived. Okay, it was very contrived. I thought that was pretty stupid. The part that I feel like kind of fell off for me was that your class didn't matter as much in Mass Effect 2 and 3. In the first one, it dramatically changed how you played the game. And the reason is that there were lots of different encounters that started at different distances. So if you played like short-range only characters, and you had a long engagement, like a long-range engagement with some enemies, you might have to like make your way up under fire from them before you can land shots. But if you have if you're a character who can use a sniper rifle decently, then you can engage them at a farther range. I played an infiltrator, so I had some tech, and I had pistol, and I had sniper rifle proficiency, and so I could do real close engagements. I could do real long engagements. It was the mid-range ones where I had to rely on my team. And I felt like in 2 and 3, first of all, you could see every encounter before you got to it, because there was like, oh look, there's some boxes there. I guess we're gonna have a fight soon. Like every time, every single time, it was like, oh look, there's an encounter up ahead. Which I thought was kind of dumb. But then also, like, there were some things about the first game that were lost. One, the speed of bullets. In the second and third games, your bullets moved at the speed of snails, rather than at, what was it, like 0.2 C that they did the first game. I mean, they were literally hit scans in the first game. And then the whole thing of like, oh, we've got better technology now. There's no more waiting for your gun to cool down. You just, it's so unique. Instead of bullets, we have these disposable heat sinks. Which I'm not sure what a disposable heat sink is. Waist-high architecture. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Ryuga. Our good friend, the chest-high wall. Yep. Hey there, Inga Raymond. Welcome. On that same, that's why you should have a variety of different team members at different ranges. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I also enjoyed that you didn't have the reloads. Deschizmovic. 2 and 3 had a massive first-person shooter with a role-playing game attached issues. Yep. Yeah, very much so. I didn't count. I'm going by vibes here, guys. I'm vibe building. That should do. Look at that. Perfect. In a late knots FPS at that. Yeah. I didn't put the... Whatever. I guess you stay. 2, 3, 4, 8. There we go. Up. Yeah, I really did like that Mass Effect was different in that you didn't have magazines to change out. And so when they reversed course in 2 and 3, I was like, don't insult my intelligence. Their story reason, or the story explanation for the change was like so contrived. It wasn't even, like, they didn't even try. Makes sense about 3 since it had a PvP mode attached to it. Yeah, I didn't like that. I did not think that Mass Effect needed a PvP mode. What Mass Effect did need was cooperative multiplayer in the campaign. I figure if Baldur's Gate 3 can figure it out, heck, if Baldur's Gate 1 figured it out, surely the same company, well, I guess some of the same people who made Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 could have figured it out for Mass Effect, but they did not. I'd have been happy even if, like, in co-op mode, if you picked a companion to play. Like, I'll be Garrus, you be Rex, and we'll follow Shepard around. And then, like, give them actual dialogue options in the game that would correspond with their personalities and everything. You know, so to give those players some agency. I mean, sure, that would be difficult to do, but, like, it is possible. Should be 8, yep. We need to put more fire down range so now our guns run hotter. Isn't the dumbest explanation? No, I think it's pretty dumb. Technically, if you look into the logs on the technology, it's stupid that they had infinite ammo, but they made it where you have to use the heat sinks instead of letting it cool down. Yeah, that was the thing that I thought was pretty stupid. It was like, let it cool down, or if I need to reload faster, then let me choose to use a heat sink. Like, let me overheat and then reload. But, like, don't tell me that the heat sink itself is, like, just 100% destructive every time you use it. It's kind of stupid. All right, let's go to the next floor. Yeah. One more floor. Now, what I probably end up doing here is I probably will end up putting some kind of, like, archway in here. I probably won't get as crazy as I did down below with the, if I can get a good view. Here we go. These guys down here, I'm not going to do anything that crazy. It'll probably just be like a regular archway or something here. I want to finish this sometime this year, if I can. How am I going to do this? I'm not sure. It would have been very laborious giving players 2 and 3 personality-dependent components. I mean, you could do it without really giving them a whole lot of agency. Just like different variants of, like, oh yes, Shepard, let me shine your shoes, you know. Let's do you. Okay, so that is a 6x6. I think the smallest I want to go is going to be like a 4x4. So we'll go ahead and we'll do another 6x6 here of the glass. And the very top will be a 4x4 with the corners cut out. Did the warden just show up? Did anybody else see that? That was weird. Alright, so 1, 2. These look particularly yellow again. But I have F7. Okay, head off. go. 2, 3, 4, and just these guys here. All right. I head back down here. That's the OSHA ladder jump. I was trained to do this. Andromeda tried to do the ME1 and 2 and 3 gun mechanics thing, but then a lot of players were getting annoyed with BioWare's failures. Yeah, we call that chasing stockholder money. Shareholder money. Chasing investments. Line must go up. They needed to make the heatsink reload cost heatsinks that were rare. Yeah. Yeah, the other issue is that because of the change in like combat encounter design, you never got to engage at any range except for like medium to close. So being a sniper was pretty pointless because like I couldn't like, yeah, you couldn't like start a combat and then like back off long enough, you know, far enough to like be a sniper. It was just, well, I guess I'll just be a close-up sniper because that's definitely how that works. I think one of the few game series that I really feel got better with each iteration, The Witcher. We'll see how The Witcher 4 goes, given that we're playing as Ciri, supposedly. But like one, by the way, if you didn't know, The Witcher 1 was actually built on the same engine as Neverwinter Nights. I think the first one. I'm not positive on which one, but I think it was the first one. Which is just nutty to think about if you played that game. It's like, this is the same engine? No way. And the second one was great. Even better than the first one. And then the third one was just a masterpiece. Absolute 100% hands down masterpiece. Alright, so we're going to do this again, I think. Ooh. Or do we bring it in again? I don't know. I don't really have any plans for anything being up here. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe some kind of like study or something, or just a place to meditate. We're not likely to have like stairs up here, because we're not doing any more Phil Boswell stairs. Yeah, I feel like I might need to just pull these in again. It's going in by 2 each time. Yeah, let's do this. So that. And then question mark. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I don't need to. We'll try it like this. Boop. Okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm liking it. Got our wedding cake look going on here. Neverwinter Nights 1 was my first handoff to D&D gameplay in general. I never knew about minus AC or anything like that. Oh, like about THAC0 and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Second edition was pretty wild. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll do this. Yeah, we're gonna not quite make it to the top of the like maximum build height, but that's not really a problem. Let's get our ladders again. Oh, we're getting low on materials again. Sheesh. The Witcher 3 is one of those games where I wish I could forget my first playthrough and play it again. Oh my goodness. The Witcher 3 is one of those, and even more so for me, Clair Obscur. That's a game where you can never experience it the same way after your first playthrough. You just know too much. And Clair Obscur is like, that is a game where, I'll put it this way. If you can play Clair Obscur, and you haven't played it, you should drop everything you're doing and go play it right stat now. Like, it is that good. Like, it's so good, you don't want to have it spoiled for you. It is that incredible. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, even if you're like, if you're even not so much of a gamer, it's still worth it to play for the story. You can put it on like super duper easy mode. This number 8. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is. Like, just looking at the voice cast of Clair Obscur, like there are big names in there. Andy Serkis, Gollum from Lord of the Rings. You've got Charlie Cox, Daredevil, Ben Starr. Like it's like a who's who of big names in not just voice acting but also film in general. K-Vise at Calzamar. Seriously, like, stop watching this stupid stream of blocks and things. Go play Clair Obscur. I will not hold it against you. I had actually been considering like doing a Clair Obscur stream. I just didn't have, like, I don't have time for another stream in my life at this moment. Outer Wilds is like that for you. I never played Outer Wilds. I have heard it's good. Clair Obscur is beautiful. Sometimes it was wee and sometimes it was woo. Yeah, exactly. Oop. Go. Oh my goodness, 2 more to go. We need to go get more material. We're going to run out. Yeah, let's just go do some more. Skizmovic would like a new Star Sector playthrough. I would love to do Star Sector. I probably will do one. I'm waiting for the next version to drop before I do Star Sector. I will make time for Star Sector. Like Star Sector is one of those games. It is just so perfectly put together. I know it isn't everyone's cup of tea. The channel numbers show it. But it is so good. I do wonder if it would be worth like making a second channel to house non-vintage story games, because this channel is pretty much becoming vintage story and nothing else, which is fine. What that means though, like in regard to the algorithm, is if I ever do anything that's not vintage story, it just tanks. Absolutely tanks. Why was the strawberry sad? Its parents were in a jam. Frickin' Brand Lort's gotta go. Well, have a good one. And thanks for watching tonight. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes a parent. I know you love it, and I can feel it when you play it. Oh, Star Sector? Yeah. I've now gotten, like, in between the last time I played it for the channel and now, I have now played through as a captain of just about every major kind of ship. Most capitals and a good number of cruisers as my main ship. And fleet compositions of all kinds. And I can tell you, I think I love all the ships in the game. Like, it's like, even the ones that you look at and like, they're junk. I'm like, nope, no, that ship is amazing. You'll just rip through enemies with it. If it's not more work on, you could definitely do a second channel. Yeah, the only downside to a second channel is that you're also kind of starting from scratch there. So like, I mean, unless I can get enough viewers to head over there to watch whatever I've got on that channel, to start it out and sort of like juice it in the beginning. And I'm not sure that I'm big enough yet. I don't know what the recommended size is before you do a second channel for anything that's not sort of your main content. Originally, I was hoping this channel would be more of a variety channel, but like, Vintage Story is a commitment. It's a lifestyle, shall we say. Will I have room for all this? I don't know. Will I have chisel for all this? I think I won't have room for all this. Maybe. A bit close. If I break the chisel, I'll have room for all this. Says the streamer with a 2-year-old playthrough. Oh, I got room. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Just checking, make sure I wasn't like standing in front of a pile of these things. All right. Yikes. We'll need a few more of those, I think, at some point. Alright, I'm going to put this guy away. I'm going to snag a bite to eat here. And then I'm going to hydrate in real life. So I'm going to excuse myself for about 30 seconds here. Okay. Back to back. So once we get this one done, we'll do the last one. And I think I mentioned that one. I think I kind of want it to be like straight up or something. I don't know. I'm on the wrong side of the ladder, aren't I? Yes, I am. Can I sneak around? I cannot. No! Ow. Ow, my ankles. I need a bio break scene like some of us are accustomed to. I do have a BRB screen, but it's like I only use that when I need to go to the bathroom. And I try to avoid doing that ever. If I can avoid a break longer than about 15 to 30 seconds, then I absolutely will. Oops. Not there, please. I've got a question for you, all you guys, especially those of you who are players of Vintage Story. Do the changes in 1.22, do they turn you off to the game? Are you like really worried about them? I'm really curious to know. Just reclaim that. I want to know your feelings. We have no, we have worry about smithing. A little, it's already grindy enough. The 1.20 mobs already turned you off, Kazumar. I'm on the forging smithing stuff. Okay. So, I have been tinkering with 1.22. And I will say I myself was also very much in the boat of being at least as concerned as... Oh, shoot. At least as concerned as all of our wonderful people in political office who are always writing concerned letters. Do I have space? I do. Go down one more. But I do think that everything will be all right in the end. The smithing is actually, like, early game smithing really doesn't change. You do not need a bellows until you get to iron. And if you're really adamant about it, you could technically get away without ever using a bellows. You just need to make a lot of coal cokes. Which is not fun, so I do recommend getting a bellows eventually. But it's not that big of a deal. You don't really ever need to make that crappy low-tech bellows, the one that requires a bear. That one is never necessary, as far as I can tell. Because by the time you ever need a bellows, you're going to have access to leather and bronze. Oop. Oh, that was... expedited drop. That was on the ladder. I'm only a bit concerned about the smithing. I can adapt to the early game limitations. I don't look forward to learning the new mechanics. We're not put off by the changes. Okay. Yeah, the game doesn't feel that different, honestly. I was counting on my head for real that time. Even the berry bushes thing, like... I do still think that the berry bushes shouldn't have been made to require fertilizer. Mostly because that means that you can't cultivate them at all until you get to the Copper Age or beyond. Which, like, is honestly not that big of a deal. So it's only if you're trying to do like a Stone Age kind of thing that the berry bushes are really a problem. The fact there seem to be more berry bushes in general seems to help with that. Can I get up, please? There we go. Let's go ahead and we're going to... I guess we'll do that and then knock you off. Can I reach that? I can. Alright, so here is where I want to do a small 4x4 with the corners cut. Let's get our glass back out here. Okay. So basically that, and then that. Oop. There we go. So this should be the last accessible floor. If we even make it accessible. This might just be like a for show kind of floor. Actually, no, this could be a good launching floor for the glider. So we might keep it as like a launch pad or something. Because the very top, I think, is just not going to be accessible. I don't really see a reason to put a floor up there. Whoop. One more. There we go. Okay. I actually like the berry bush change, because it always seemed a bit OP for the early game to just be able to drag bushes to your location. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it does make sense. It's still frustrating as a player to be, like, limited all of a sudden in the early game when you feel like you need things the most. When you're a needy whiner and a whiny needer. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll see how this goes. Just one here, basically. So the top is going to be mostly white. That might be fine. How's this look so far? I dig it. I dig it. Yeah. So far, so good. I'm definitely thinking that I want to plant things here. Like maybe we'll put some put some dirt in there, and we'll sneak in some of these trees, some of the Mediterranean cypress, and or like potted plants or something. Pity to the guy who has to go and water them. Winter Y25 and it's still 20C. Yeah, it's pretty crazy up here. Like the part where you have to take trimmings of the berries, but the fertilizer part's annoying. Yeah. Yeah, berries do grow like weeds in real life. I think we were talking about that last time at the stream. Alright, chisel block, you get to go in here somewhere. Just, there. I guess I can just jump to that. It's close enough now. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright. Down we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Shoot! Guys! I messed up. Rotate the chisel block. Yeah, I should rotate it. It looks funny here, doesn't it? Makes me think the fertilizer change will come to the trees. Yeah, I don't want to see it come to fruit trees. I mean, again, I still think that it should be optional. And if he were to bring it to fruit trees and make it optional there, I'd probably be okay with it. You know, like you still get a harvest every year, but if you fertilize, you get 25 or 50% more fruit. 2, 3, 4. I can just empty this stack. That'll be good. And that would even like even if he also like reduced the unfertilized fruit tree output by like a third of what it is right now. I mean, they're so productive. Like, it doesn't... we don't really need more fruit in the first place, but, you know... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, nice. Okay. The standard OSHA jump. Or rotate it for light issues. Well, since I placed the block, it shouldn't need to be rotated. The placing the block updates lighting, so should be all good. I hope. Boing. Ultimately, there'll always be QL mods that make things easier. Yeah, I'm just hoping that I don't know. I don't like having to rely on too many QL mods that like remove game features. Is that 2 or 3? It was 2. Especially if I'm going to be doing like a guide series. Like, it really, it kind of sucks to have to be like, hey guys, here's this game that I think you should play. And so, but to play it, I'm going to show you how I play it, and I'm going to play it by dramatically changing the game with this thing that takes away or dramatically changes how part of the game functions. And like, for chiseling, that's fine. Chiseling is just decorative. But like for things like fruit trees and other odds and ends that, you know, things that we don't like about the game, like a new player who wants to try the game out is going to then be expected to go and grab a mod to experience the game the same way that I am. That's why like when I get, you know, when I did the guide series, people were always like, oh, you should use the stone quarry mod. I'm like, shut up. Like, I know it's there, it's a great mod, but it is very much not vanilla. And this, you know, the point of the guide is to sort of give a feel for a pretty close to vanilla version of the game. And the quarry mod, as wonderful as it is, ain't that. So I think I'm going to be out of limestone here in a second. Also, I don't think grapes are in as berries. Yeah, grapes are not in. They're doing gooseberries. Which are like basically grapes, right? Alright, let's get some more limestone. Hey there, polite one, welcome. And Blacksmith is here. Does anyone know how common oceans are with the old default of 97.5 land cover and 500% scale? They're there. You're typically going to have to travel between, like, I would say on average, between like 5 to 10 kilometers in some direction. And you might not pick the right direction the first time or first several times. And I've been generating worlds here and there. And I actually have generated a world where I started next to an ocean. In fact, I was on like an island chain. So it is, you know, it is possible to even start near one. But they can sometimes be pretty far away. Let's get the almost dead one. And I'm just going to run this chisel dry on this guy right here. While we're here and doing rough cut chiseling, I'll take a moment to remind everybody, if you haven't hit that like button, I would appreciate it if you would. Helps the channel out, helps the stream out. Especially on a Saturday night when probably a lot of the usual crew can't make it. It's not as bad as I was worried it would be. I have an old map that I can't change the world gen settings on that I'm attached to. You had about ocean yet? Okay. Jeez, Andrew. My wife told me to stop the flamingo impressions. I had to put my foot down. But that's a great and terrible dad joke. The usual crew can't make it, but the odd crew has you backed up. Thanks, odd ones. Thanks, oddballs. A random, sudden lighting change there. Gotta love that. Why do mathematicians hate the US? Because it's indivisible. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I really don't. I think Nightbot should remove that dad joke from rotation for, 175 years or so. Probably a good start. You know what? Let's get a lantern. It's going to be real dark up there. And, could spawn fun things up there. We'll get both lanterns. Back up we go, with no music to guide us. Or funnier, boat horn shooting off the tower. Thanks, Hazard. You're always so kind. You love my choice of lanterns. You say the kindest things that the enemies could do to my poor, squishy, fleshy body. Alright, and then we're going to do that one there. That won't light up the roof bits here, but that's okay. Yeah, this floor definitely won't have access to it. I don't see a point to it. It'd have to be like a ladder. It'd be really ugly. Well, that would be a better launching point. Go. And then, let's see. We're going to do some glass here. So we're going to do 1, 2. Like this. And like that. There we go. And a little bit of sandstone for the very top. What I'm going to do here then is I'm going to put some in the corners here before I fall. Is these are going to go up 8 more blocks and they'll just end there. Could have done both those at once, couldn't I? Calzamar loves my moldy chocolate taco lanterns. Curry, if that changes anything. Oh, definitely. Go. Hey there, it's Hey Allison Shay. Welcome. Any plans for your next Vintage Story playthrough? Will be themed sort of like this one. Next Vintage Story will be a guide series once again. And I've mentioned before that I would like to do a guide series, and I'd like to build with peridotite or peridotite. There we go. Okay. So that brings us to here where I can cut this ladder off. We're about 25 blocks. I think world height is it 255? Let's find out. Or 256? Yeah, 256. So, yeah. We're not too far off from world height. Okay, question. Why is that lit up? That one's not. That one's not. What am I doing differently down there? Makes no sense. I'm going to cut off ladder right here. Hey there, Ladon Buck. Welcome. I recently started reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down, but what if next season you stick with one color palette and it has to be the most obnoxious color combination ever? Oh, you mean like, I could do like, nothing but, bauxite and basalt? Pretty obnoxious. Polished bauxite and basalt. You know, just polished bauxite. Nothing but polished bauxite. Squares everywhere. Oop, that was close. I almost ran off the edge there. The thought of nothing but polished bauxite made me want to just end everything right now. Let's see. So I think I'd like to go back to the other base and see if we have some wind. And I want to get those lanterns going if we can. If not, we'll come back here. We'll do a little bit more work here. So we'll put away... Let's put the good stuff away here. There we go. It is high activity. Let's sleep first. That seems like a wise choice. Bauxite and bald cypress. You loved the last guide series. It was my first one. Cool. Haven't caught streaming in ages. Moving cities is hectic. But glad you catch this one. Well, it's good to see you again. You're surprised I'm not building the build ceiling? Oh, I'm starving. Yeah, I mean, we're close enough. I was, like, build ceiling was always a possibility, not a goal. So here's where we've deviated, is that we did make this actually probably a little bit taller than that. I think we want one more segment. There's a ladder sitting there. No! No, I'm losing ladders! Oh, well, whatever. It's fine, it's just sticks. So we went up one more segment, and now we have the little thingies at the top. Those things. Majestic. Let's go and let's see if we can make this place a little less dark. Oh, I'm gonna get some more food before we go, actually. Bauxite and purple heart. So the thing with peridotite or peridotite is I think it can be used to make a very nice looking build. It's just a kind of a challenge, or more like not so much a challenge as like you just need to know what to pair it with. It does have a particular, you know, oliviness to it that's like I never replaced that tree. So, wait a second. I could have sworn all these were growing. Did something happen? Did I, like... Did I just fall asleep one day and didn't replace those trees? What? What? Alright. Anyway. Yeah, it has that sort of oliviness that, like, it makes it kind of hard to work with. Unless you pair it with the right things. And chert is not one of those right things, I'll tell you that right now. Kimberlite and Swavite. That would be a challenge, because those are hard to get. Kimberlite is, like, Swavite, okay, Swavite is pretty common, especially if you know how to look for it. Kimberlite is just luck, because you will never find it on the surface. So you can never find Kimberlite sand, and just go, oh, there's Kimberlite there. You got to dig deep for it. Let's do a little bit of this. Go. We already got food, didn't I? Yes, I did. There we go. I could have sworn we were done with these things. Oh well. Gotta find a diamond for it? For what, Kimberlite? I've only found Kimberlite in ruins of polished stones. There was a, in the first guide season, there was actually a huge Kimberlite deposit that we found, like, shortly before the series ended. Right next to Lupine Ridge. It was awful. I was like, no! And of course it's calm. Okay. Oh, you know what we can do over here, though? We can fire up these guys one last time. Get the final firing going on our steel. Why is it still calm here? That makes no sense. Grief. Oh, I know why. It's because I want to actually do something. Therefore, we will get no wind. Kimberlite is pretty famous for being a major source of diamonds. Oh, you mean in real life? I think you can get diamonds from Kimberlite in Vintage Story too. I'm not positive, but you can. Let's see here. Ah, yes, all the all the modded blocks. All right, thanks. Thanks, game. Titanium, chromium, uranium. Kimberlite rock. Host rock. Ah, here we go. Diamond. High grade. So low, medium, high. It's a very pretty ore, too. I'd want to collect that. Being honest. That's pretty cool, too. These would be great ones to collect. Stone anchor. It has no use. Okay. Jonas nukes. Yeah. Are diamonds used for anything yet? Nothing except for trading. There's no practical use for them aside from that. This will be the first VOD you don't watch because you watched it currently. Okay. So, I guess with that settled, no wind, let's go and let's get some of the chiseling done. Over here. I think what we'll do is we're going to do the limestone bits. Which is going to be pretty repetitive, but it's got to be done, so let's go do it. Like, I'm in a mood to work on the tower specifically tonight, so makes for a good chance to just do that. I think we'll start from probably the top, honestly. And we'll do the underbellies of... Ooh, ladder. 3 ladders. Oh, they're all the way over here. Seriously? What was I saying? We'll do the undersides of these things later. That will not be tonight. You could work on moving the forges over. Ah, yeah, we probably could do that. I still don't know where I want to put the windmills yet. And I'm of 2 minds here. So I really wanted to do water wheels, and one of the things that I kind of wanted to do was put like some mystical, magical water sources up here that would cascade down from somewhere to somewhere, and then we'd have, like, you know, water wheels from the what was it called? Medieval... Oh, I didn't get that. You're back. The medieval expansion mod. But now that we're getting real water wheels, I don't know that we need that mod anymore. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to grab... Not that one. One more down here. Pantograph. We're going to grab one of these to copy. It's going to be... you. Yes. That's why I had to come back down here. So, yeah, so the options are... We just do the windmills and suck it up. I could totally put the windmills... I guess somewhere here. Maybe like up above here somewhere? I don't know. Sticking out somewhere? I don't want to have to, like, have a million axles coming out places, though. Under here is the best bet. Or, like, the edge here? I don't know. Like sticking out through here somewhere. Problem is, since we're going to be playing this through 1.22 most likely, just because of time, we're going to need to make sure that we put the windmills far enough apart that they don't interfere with each other. So, yeah, I don't know how I'll do that. We might just need to, like, put, like, one, you know, one here, one here, one here, and then one here. Or maybe even, like, do it up here and bring the wind down. I don't know. We'll see. Since I'm already kind of like bushwhacked tonight, I think I don't want to try to overthink it and then end up in a situation where, like, oh, I really need to do some smithing today. Too bad all our stuff is in chests and partly constructed in the tower. I am happy doing fancy stuff. Give you a spin. Go. Copy you. No, I don't know. Undo. I need the wedge, not the hand planer. Derp. We might need more wedges at the end of the farms under the ledge. I actually don't like the idea of putting it out that far. I don't want them to be that prominent and like out there. I'd rather they kind of be like tucked in here somewhere, which I know doesn't make as much sense, like logically. Like, I'd rather have them either here or above the farm in the arch up there. That's probably where I'd prefer to put them. The only problem then is that I would need to have, like, an axle that goes places. A lot of places. And honestly, that's probably fine. Not that big of a deal. It's only slightly hideous. Of course, if this is our launch pad, we'd have to time our launches so we dive through the blades. Wait, why am I going up? I need to get the wedge. Come on. Getting distracted. Okay, here we go. Wedge, are you still here? Are you still here? There you are. 7 and 6. We will definitely need another hand wedge after this. Maybe even during this. Each one's going to use, gosh, like 8 uses of the wedge, or on average, I guess 4.5 uses of the wedge. 3.5. Let's also switch this to move block, before I forget. The more I think about it, the more I think I want the windmills to be like right off of there. If they'll fit. If we can make them fit, great. If not, less great. We could prospect for uranium and chromium, I guess. I think we actually have some on the map. Yeah, where do we have that here? Here. Poor grams. So we could have kimberlite up there. Possibly up here too. It could be worth taking a peek at. It would be nice to have some of that color. Everything. Thank you. Take a core sample later? Yeah, definitely. Tonight, probably not. That was nearby, wasn't it? How nearby was that? Oh, there's some here too. Interesting. Yeah, we could core sample over here. Why not? Do I have ladders? I don't. We can fix that. Alright, where was I? Was I here? Yes, okay, wedge. It's an average of 7 uses per. Oh boy. What I could do, though... I could, like, copy these over, like I could do this. And make sure I recopy this before I undo it. That feels dangerous to me. I'm going to forget. Yeah, I'll forget that too easily. As for what to do with this, I think what I'll do is I'll probably bring in more limestone, and we'll just sort of like make a diagonal cut across there. Make 2 pantographs, yeah, a little bit. But what I could do though is I could do 1 of each and then copy them down. I could, yeah, that could be comfortable. Go. Oh, darn it. I did it again. Let's try this again. Okay, so paste. rotate, copy. There we go. Sheesh. Nope. So safe. That's me, Mr. Safety. It's time for our friend, the dirt scaffold. Alright, so we're going to paste, rotate, copy, then do the thing. Alright. Nope. Go. That double drop is a real killer sometimes. Last but not least, you. Oh, no. Copy again. There we go. I think what we'll do is at about, maybe in about 10 minutes or so, maybe like at the next morning, we will go check out the oasis again and see if we can do some more smithing. Okay, so plan here is we do we have to do so much rotating to fix that too. Ugh, gross. The lighting glitches galore up here. Okay, break that. It's a very puckering step, that. Very, very puckery step. Don't need you guys anymore. So sorry. Oh, well, that hurt. Didn't hurt, but should have hurt. Okay. Go. Just do a little sticky to the edge here. And last one for this top bit. That's you. That's gonna be fun. Okay. Whew. So we got 2 down. Whew. Fall damage is weird. I got kicked off a mountain by a goat once and thought I would die for sure. Yeah, there seems to be like some things where like you land and you take no damage. I have no idea what the deal is there. Yep. Yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. Got our 4 things sticking up. I would have preferred to have them be separated, like to have 8 pillars. But given the geometry we have here at the top, it's just not possible. If we'd done it 1 level lower, we could have, but oh well, that's fine. I like it. Alright, so there's a lot of this to do, isn't there? Oh my goodness. Why didn't you guys stop me? Why did you guys not stop me? I mean, come on, guys. This is all your fault. This is all your fault. All of it. Because we saw how much you wanted it. You're having fun of the time. Remember, red currants have greenish yellow flowers, black currants have white flowers, and white currants have yellow flowers. What? What? Oh, is that with the new bushes, you mean? Battling Buck? I didn't say anything. Who's to blame? Listen. I put it to a vote of what kind of temple we were going to build. Y'all chose big and grand and crazy. Oh boy. .21. Why am I remembering that the different currents have different color flowers? Only one man's vote mattered. I think what I'll do is we'll just do this whole like cascade down the side here till we get to the bottom, or the end of the needing to wedge, and we'll actually kind of have to go, I think, and we'll go make a steel hand wedge. Maybe even a second steel pantograph actually. Oops, don't do that. Okay. This one here might become sandstone. But I have none, so... What has more durability, metallic iron or steel? Steel does. That man is a veterinary. He is the man and has the vote. The fun part is we get to learn if I counted right here. Just in general. If I screwed up anywhere, we're toast. We're just toast. Oh my goodness. That'd be rough. I guess the real actual situation would be we're not toast, we just fudge it. I'm good at fudging. Anybody who saw the first guide season and thought I had a grand plan for all those crazy staircases and things and corners of things, nope, that was me fudging it. All right. Wow. That is going to look pretty good. Live streams are honestly fun. I'm going to miss these when the series ends. Well, so Riga, I'm probably going to be doing some chores streams with the new series. So the reality is, like when I did the first guide season, by the time we ended, we had 500 hours in it, but only like, well, 108 episodes. So there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and I was honestly playing Vintage Story most nights of the week. So I might try to do, I'm going to try to see if I can sort of, no. I want to see if I can structure my play sessions, my recording sessions, in a way that, like, I can, you know, do chores first, and then prep and record all in one go. So that I can have, like, maybe a chores stream once or twice a week. You know, gathering stone, setting up for the next recording session, that kind of thing. I don't know how many episodes per week I'll do. I'd like to do 2, but the reality is, with Kurazumi now in the family, and doing, you know, chore streams, I may or may not have time, because a lot of my time playing wasn't like 3 hours at once. It was like I'd get an hour and a half here and there to play the game and do chores. There we go. It's a very smart design, though, since it repeats endlessly. Yeah. It is one of the nice things about this design. Now, this one... That one's going to be interesting. Why don't we go ahead? We'll take a snack break here. It is calm. Why don't we go ahead? Let's run back to our other base. We'll bring some more food with us. Let's see what the wind is like. If the wind's not blowing, then we'll at least make a pantograph and a wedge. If it is blowing, we'll do a pantograph and wedge, and then we'll stick around and do some plates. Because I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not like super tired and sleepy yet, so I think we can go a little while longer. Maybe after the guide series, you can do another modded series with a different theme. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that that's probably going to be, generally speaking, the way that I'm going to try to do things in the future. Probably nothing as grand and crazy as this series. Like, I don't want to do another build this big again. As cool as it is, I don't want to do another build this big. Like, I want a series to last maybe a year. Although with live streaming, I tend to get, like, less done in general. It's weird. Still, wow, there's just no wind here. What the heck? Good grief. Well, let's sleep till morning. That might change the wind's disposition. Boop. We'll just sleep to like 7 or 8 or so. Yeah, I think last time, last stream I mentioned possibly doing a modded playthrough where I get some of the really weird mods. Not weird, but like ones that drastically change there we go. Drastically change how the game really plays. Like the alchemy mods and the airship mods. And just make something wacky and wild and fun. I think that's what I kind of want to do. Let's get all these out of here. Now we're talking. Did I close that? Did. Good. How's our steel doing? Is it still going? Is indeed still going. Sweet. Like runebound magic? Is it runebound or rustbound magic? I thought it was rustbound magic. It doesn't matter, but yes. The answer is yes, basically. Alright, we're gonna do both. Because I don't need steel anvil for the plates. You know what? I'm going to get one more. We'll do yet another rough cut chisel. And I think we're otherwise good. So Panto, hand wedge. 2,000 durability on this thing. Wow. That's crazy to me. Okay. Less wonder, more hammer. What are the firearms mod too? Maybe. I'm gonna have to see like kind of what I want to do with the series. I don't want to just throw in everything in the kitchen sink because I'll probably miss stuff. And people will be like, hey, you never tried this mod. I'm like, yeah, I was doing like all 5,000 other things I could possibly have done. So I do want to try one, and this might be for a more like, not pedestrian or mundane, but like a lower magic one, would be to use the combat overhaul mod. I've seen some cool stuff with that too. Alright gang, it's gonna get pretty noisy in here. So prepare thy ears for the wonders of this nonsense. Get out of the way. Alright, so we need a wedge. Where's the wedge? There you are. Being less efficient? Yes, we are. Do I care? Meh. Not really. Instead of combat overhaul, you could... We added more weapons using different mod. Okay, cool. This isn't a wedge, just a paddle. This is a pizza thingy. Pizza paddle. Alright, next is going to be the baby chisel. Where'd he go? There he is. Split all these out. It's a baby chisel. Vintage story, but I installed every current compatible mods. RIP. Yeah, that's the other problem with doing too many mods is like they can often cause problems, and nobody wants problems. Simple pantograph. I want the real one. I'm not sure what the simple one does. Maybe I do want the simple one, but I don't know. Alright, we'll split this, and we'll get back to the plates. Alright, cool. Alright, so plates. Which means you guys. Less of you, more of you. Yeah, so in a future, like, modded playthrough, like, you know, after Guide 3, maybe I'd choose one that's, like, very magic-oriented. So I'd do, like, the Rustbound Magic and Alchemy mod. I'd have the airships on, and a couple other odds and ends. Maybe even some that, like, add new monsters or whatever. And then sort of, like, play through as, like, a wizard or whatever. Maybe if some of those add classes, I've seen some mods that add classes. Those could be worth looking into, especially if they interact with those mods in some way. And yeah, take it from there. And then you know, do a guide season 4 in 1 or 2 more versions. I think it's kind of probably wise to spread out guide seasons so that, like, I'm not doing like, back-to-back guides are fun, but I kind of feel like we got a little lucky in that there were enough changes in 1.18 to make a guide season worth it. I think that's kind of uncommon, though. 1.20 would have been a good guide candidate because there were so many changes with the new mobs and everything. I missed that, though. I missed that bus by a little while. By about, I don't know, a year and a half, give or take. We're gonna get all of our platesmith today. And the wind dies. Rustbound Magic adds the Rust Wizard class. Okay. Is anybody here watching Raccoona? Isn't that what he did or is doing? As in being the Rust Wizard class, specifically? Which reminds me, it could also be fun if I could figure out how to schedule it. It would be fun to do a multiplayer playthrough at some point. I get asked that a lot. When are you gonna do multiplayer playthrough? I don't know. whenever my kids go to college. Have expanded foods, so I can see you fumble with the cooking. Maybe, I don't know, if we're doing Rustbound Magic, then, like, I might not do expanded foods. If we did, like a homestead-focused one, then I'd probably be more apt to do, like, the expanded foods kind of stuff. Bite to eat without washing my hands. Good. I know it's not Corazette's kind of game, but I've been watching a lot of couples play through lately. Oh yeah, who was that? I saw like the 100 hours with my wife. That was a very fun video. I forget who that was. I would probably like to pitch the idea to Corazette. The only problem with getting Corazette involved right now is that she's having some very frustrating health issues that are making it difficult for her to do much of anything right now. So if we can get those squared away, and then we are actively working on that, then yeah, if I could get her to, if she could get to the point where she had energy and desire to play the game, then that would be fun. And we did start playing a little while ago, but when the health thing started happening, that kind of just it petered out entirely because she had no energy for it. So. Fluffy Bird, yeah, that's right, it was Fluffy Bird. Yeah, the funny thing is, Vintage Story kind of is Corazette's kind of game. She just needs to understand it. She's not huge into building, like not into like big design building, and you know, I wouldn't invite her to like this kind of to this kind of playthrough where we're like focused on building. But she really enjoyed the forest, and I mean, Vintage Story is like, you know, has a lot of themes similar to the forest. You've got some survival and some building, and you don't have to get crazy like with the building to survive. Although she did end up liking the building part, and we would like, you know, we turned our little survival-y hut into a little cottage basically in the forest. This still going? No, okay. And you're still pretty hot. Okay. So plop you down. Plop you down. Can't see carp. Why'd I build this in the desert? I ask myself that every day. Alright, let's go make some lanterns. 488, that is indeed 20. Sweet. I'm gonna grab Dust Devil's Wet. Listen, Ryuga, don't go giving Tyrone ideas. That's just not cool, man. I'm gonna grab 13 because we have 7 at the other base. And we'll be off. You know what we could do while we're here? Well, let's tell you what we'll do is, darn it, where did I put those rope ladders at? I really wish I knew. I do want to do that core sample we were talking about. So we'll do that. We'll start with the core sample. See if we can find any kimberlite down there. I'm going the wrong way for the 13, or the 7 pieces of gold, aren't I? And then we'll come back and we're going to chisel in the holders for the chandeliers. At least four of them. And we'll get those in and lit. And we'll see how many of the lanterns that lets us recover. Hopefully, yeah, I would say hopefully at least like 8 or 10. At least like the several that are up here. We got so many up here. It's not even funny. Yeah, I want to have the chandeliers coming off the corner here. And so we'll make like a fake wrought iron holder coming out, just 1 block to hold the chandelier. That's the actual term of it. Yeah, that's French. Trust me. Why would I lie? That makes no sense. There we go. So 20 of you. Boop. And then candles. What are good conditions to find kimberlite? Find a genie. Make a wish. That really is it. Kimberlite is always underground, so you'll never find it as the top layer. So you can never like look for anything in particular and be like, oh, that must be kimberlite. All right, 20 more lanterns. Not too shabby. Yeah, let's take a break from doing the crazy skipping down the mountainside nonsense. We'll save that for Wednesday. Let's grab a couple of these guys. Let's grab... I thought I had some around here. Ah. Yeah. Yes. So how high do I want this to be? I guess first of all, I don't want this, so can I just place this here? Require solid ground. Okay. Chandelier, perfect. Can I pick it up with that? No, I just gotta... Makes a really weird noise. I want the chandelier on this block. I don't want it to be tucked right in against this. I want it to be on this block, held out just a little bit. So, let's figure out where to put it. Let's bring it up like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe on the 5th block. Let's just put some... No, that's too low. Which sucks because it's not going to illuminate a whole lot, but it will at least illuminate up, which is going to be kind of uncommon around here, I think. So we'll put it up. We'll push up one more block. And we'll see if we like it. Oh, right, ladders. Tink. Tink, 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 tink. What a weird sound. Like, it's so uncommon in this game. So pretend. Go. And then we're just going to dig these out of here. Let's see. That feels a more appropriate height for a chandelier. Like, from an optimization standpoint, it's a terrible spot for it. Look for diamond ore. I mean, so the thing is, Hazard, if you're looking for diamond ore, you've already found the kimberlite. Oh, you mean like look for diamond ore on the pro pick? I don't think diamond shows up on the pro pick. Were you still looking for rope ladders, or did you find them and put them in your inventory? I don't know. So I had a full stack. I had a full 64, and I put half of them somewhere. I mean, they're somewhere in, they're placed in the world. They're not in like an inventory or anything. So, yeah, they're just gone. So it might be worthwhile using some of our stockpile of papyrus and cattail to fix that issue, but not right now. Okay, so... Oop. Come here. Go. Let's go ahead. We're going to make a little bit of a scaffold around here like we usually do. There we go. Just give us a place to squat while we work and see what we're doing a little bit. Can I sneak one there? I can. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of this. I'm thinking like, ooh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make a sun thing that kind of sticks out here and has a few rays that go down into a single point. It's a focused sun. It's a laser sun or something. I don't know. I'll see what we can do. It'll be interesting. It doesn't need to be particularly wide. But it might need to be like... Nope, not like that. Oh, these are already chiseled. Oh, that's so handy. Alright, we're just going to do that. Yeah, Emerald does show on the Pro Pick. I've never seen diamonds, so I don't know. You could be right. Alright, let's go ahead and we are going to do the thing with our chisel. I mean, really interesting thing to make, because it's going to be a completely diagonal design here. I think what I'll do first, I'm gonna shave this down to a single width. I guess I could just do that on one of these, couldn't I? So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna shave this down to a single diagonal design here, and then I'll copy it to the rest of them, and then we'll sort of build it out from there. Real annoying, isn't it? Hey there, Carlonis, or Carlonis. Hi, Curzar. First time catching you live. I'm still catching up on the series on episode 124. Hey, awesome. Don't want to spoil too much, but wanted to say that your build is looking excellent. Hey, thank you. Thanks so much. I'll try not to look at too many of the cool things if you don't want to spoil it. This has been a really cool build to do with you guys. In a way, I'm kind of glad that we did choose a big chonk and build to do. For a couple reasons. One, it's fun to have something to, build a story with together. But also, it's helping push off the next guide season until there's like a nice big slew of changes. Like going from, let's see, the last guide season was partly in 1.19, and I'm guessing the next guide season, I would love to hold out to 1.23 if we can, to get the rivers in, or if they do rivers in like a 1.22.5 or whatever, that would be ideal, because I'd rather not like start a new big series and then like next version suddenly landform changes. That would be meh. It wouldn't be as good, I think. Fairfish 14 loves watching you design on the fly like this. It's fun to do. And honestly, this is kind of how I always approach chiseling. Like, I sort of like... I get a shape in my head, and then just kind of go for it. You'd think I'd be better at sculpting in real life than I am. I am not good at sculpting in real life. Not by a long shot. I think mostly because, like, in this, each block only has X number of possible configurations, whereas in real life you're dealing with, analog designs, and things get real funky then. All right, so I'm just going to copy you, and bam, bam. There we go. Bam, bam. All right, so let's go ahead and we're just going to cut out that first of all. And then we're going to do... What is this? Bring this one in. Now these do need a certain amount of area to attach to. I forget how big it is. So we're going to try a 2x2 there. We're going to take this guy away. We're going to break him, pick him back up. Or not. Let's see if we can add him to the bottom of this. We can. Sweet. Okay, so it just requires that 2x2. All right. A spiral of limestone and conglomerate carved into a spiral does a pretty good job of being a rope holding up something. I can see that. All right, so I got the 2x2 there. Let's sort of see. So I want to do like a sun thing. A sun thing. A black sun. Dark hole sun? Black hole sun? Black hole sun. Boy. I know my music, guys, I swear. Yeah, I was also thinking of just doing like a curl and then an up kind of thing. Like that. The sun does appeal to me too. This is a lot more detailed than the singular fence post I used to hold with my chandelier. Yeah, I get a little into it sometimes. Let's do something right there to stand on and work from. So I guess what I'm going to do, let's just go for it. So this is something like about halfway up. So let's have a meal first before I starve here. Annoy everyone's ears. Sometimes. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this will kind of be our sun, the start of our sun here. I could just do this for this, couldn't I? Won't need that, won't need that. We don't need you, we might need this. Things like rays are going to go like that way. Alright, so then we have, let's do something like, let's see this. It's pretty decently sort of a semicircle, I think. Alright, so let's try it over here. So there, and then there, and then something like that. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Let's do that. It's kind of a sun. Okay. But now we need the rays coming off of here. And so we're going to do that by... We're going to do some direct, straight rays down to here. Which should be fun, because I have no idea what kind of rise and run this is going to be. We're going... Okay, I can tell. So we're going... We're going 8, 16, 24... and we're going up 8. So we should be able to do something a bit like this. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not mathing out for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I need to... I don't know. Oops, you come back. Whoop, no, you come back too. So like that, basically. So we're going to have this kind of thing going on here. It's going to be very spindly looking, isn't it? It might be worthwhile to, when we're done, we'll thicken this up just a little bit. I'll get it. I just want to get it into like a paper thin design first. Like so. Okay, I can do that. All right, so this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then basically 8. Okay, because we're starting not quite from the center here. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, Wobbly Boost. Huzzah, Kurazar, 24 clockwise, up 8 risers. Last time I was sure I heard no more spiral staircases. You heard no more Phil Boswell staircases. Which I do, when I say no more, I do still want to copy the ones that we have like matching staircases, one from the north, one from the south. We're not going to do any more crazy fancy staircases like that, I think. That's going to be, that's donezo. So we're still going to go, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18, we're going 20 over. But this time, we're going to go, let's see, we'll start like here-ish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 19 blocks up. So we could basically, if I bumped it just a little bit, we could basically just do a one-to-one rise. Starting up here somewhere. I'm gonna get a magnificent dirt scaffold to work with. Hey there, Mindy. It's morning for you. It is very late night for me. Well, not very late night, but normal late night for me. I'll figure something out here. So this, and then that. That should, in theory, go straight down to where I want it to go. Let's carve out the top first and see where we end up. And I'm really hoping I didn't miscalculate. I would never miscount anything, right, guys? Alright, so it goes down to there. That's a little... It's a little low. So I'm also not in love with just design in general. It's not really speaking to me. Actually, it is speaking to me. It's saying, Corzar, that idea sucks. It's gonna look kind of doofy, I think. I might just do a regular like curl and then attach to the wall kind of thing. It doesn't really have like a sun theme. But I don't think everything in here has to. We can say that we bought this wrought iron from like, you know, some other monks or some other culture. So we're going to start over. Look at that. Okay. Oh, didn't like that. Whoops. My knees didn't like that. So they fall now. Interesting. I wonder if you can get hurt by those when they fall. Ooh. Alright. It is 4:57 for you in Finland. Wow. That is an early morning. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do a curvy thingy. Just going to do like a little bit of this. And it's going to go warp up like that. So you won't even need that. I might even bring it up a little bit, but I won't go into the second one, I think. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to take this out. Oh, bye. Grab that before it disappears. We could be up here a while. Okay. So, we're going to... do something like this. We'll thicken it up later. We're going to start that over again. Let's bring this back here. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then we'll flatten out again here. 2, 2, 3, 2. Something a bit like that. Okay. So these can all go. These can go. What is this thing? That can go. I could probably use the hand wedge here, or not the hand wedge, the hand planer, but it makes me a little nervous sometimes. So we'll do this by hand. Alright, so we got that. Chunk out some of this. Actually, all of that. That's less safe to chunk out. I can chunk that, though. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. I might extend those up and down a little bit just to like have like fasteners there or something. Alright, so that and that. Get rid of those bits there. Okay, so we have this all in a single line now. It looks very wispy. So we are going to thicken this up a little bit. Not there. Get this down on this side too, if I can. go. Kind of just thinking it in the like one direction, basically. Oops. I'll bring some of those. Oh, that's going to be a problem. We'll need some extra blocks here and there. Unfortunately. Oops. So we're just going to add, like... Yeah, I'll think of that up later. We'll think up this side over here. Alright, so we're going to bring all these out by one. That. It's a little better. Now right here we have this funny join because we did blocks in the corners. I might see if I can just sort of like thicken that up so we don't notice it rather than trying to actually fix it. We are going to need to thicken some of these up though. Have a bite to eat as well. Mindy woke up because someone stole your car in your dream. Well, it's better than in real life. It's a rough dream, but I'll take that over real life car theft in any day of the week. So we're going to thicken this bit up here quite a little bit. Probably the top as well. We can let it thin down there a little bit. Just going to bring this down blocks, and we will, if I can kind of get under here, we're going to thicken this up. Something like this. We'll just bring these down 2 blocks. Maybe just one there, I guess. We'll start kind of cooling off the thickening right about here. So make it a little bit thinner. We're going to get a little bit right under here. And there. Our chandelier tentacle. Let's bring this down a little bit more. Maybe even if I bring it out, I can't bring it this way more because that's the corner of the block there. So that's fine. Oop, don't fall off again. Bring it up one more. Okay, let's tear this down. We'll tear the scaffolding down, and we'll see what we think. See what seems appropriate for a chandelier holder. Ow. So just don't look at it from directly below. That's my advice. Let's see. I think so. I can work with that. Now, so right now it looks a little out of place. I do like the design. It looks a little out of place. I think once we get more shapes in here, especially more things like this, it will look less like it doesn't belong. So I think I'm happy with that for now. There's a little bit of a... it is supposed to do that. I'm going to bring that... This little swoop needs to come down just a little more right there. Let's do that. Gotta figure out where that was. Can't even see it now. Make a little staircase up here. There we go. So it is right in there. Okay. Oop. So it's basically like these guys need a little bit more oomph to them. Something like that. You can thicken these up a little bit on that side and... Oop, I can't do that. Bonked my head against the chandelier. Like, and let's see, can I reach you? There and there. It's still a little awkward there. How's that look? Alright, now we're a little too much. Too much to the left, not enough to the right. Okay. I'm going to remove this guy for a moment. I think I need something like that. Oops, wrong way. He is a little smoother. I'm gonna keep pushing it a little bit to the right again. So we get a little bit of this action. Oops, not that. Bit of that action going on. How's that? It's still a little lumpy right in the middle. I'm not sure we can actually fix that super well, just because of the geometry we're working with here. Oh, I know what it is. I need to get rid of that thing. Okay. It's like a block. Yeah, you need to go. That guy there. No, not that guy. Let's do like... No. It's a tough one. Like maybe that needs to happen. Oops. Don't vibrate. How's that look? And a little anemic there still, okay. I'm gonna add you back. Yeah, you're right. Well, this will very much change depending on what side we're looking at it from. I'm gonna call it there. I think that's pretty good. It's a little smoother than it was before, at least to my eye. Let's go ahead and add our chandelier. Oops. Let's get some candles in here too. You like it? Well, thank you. Alright, so I'm going to do 32 candles. Kind of stings. There we go. All 8 in there. And now we're going to do the same thing, but much faster this time. On all these other ones here. So what height was that at? That was 1 below. Okay. That's like... I could have centered that better, but whatever. There's 1 below the top part of the white column there. Should have put this guy right like there. And then we're gonna do Something like this. Just to be a little sneaky. There we go. Same thing over here. Like so. And last one over here. I'm not sure why I'm using dirt and not like ladders, but whatever. It made sense somewhere. Oh, nope, not that. Ugh, doesn't even stack. Rude. Forcing blocks to be organic curves is no easy feat. Yeah, it is super tricky at best. Sometimes even impossible. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do a bit of copy pasta here. So we're going to start with that. Right, they're already chiseled. And we'll come through and we'll rotate them. The flying pantograph maneuver. That was going to be harder to reach. Could just jump, I guess. Then we'll snag the end piece design. Go. Geronimo! Got it. Yeah. All right. And then we just spin it. Thought I heard a shiver. I'm always thinking I hear shivers. Mostly because they're always here. Always being accosted by shivers. All right, rotate. Boop. Okay. And candles. Beautiful. I wanted to do this like last stream or even one before then. Just never really happened. There we go. Carry on this nonsense. I think that at some point soon we probably need to address the whatever we're going to be doing with this stuff here. And just sort of like get that settled and squared away. It's fairly awkward to look at. All right. Okay, so we have some chandeliers hanging up there. That's very nice. And let's turn F7 on and see like how many of these we could potentially pick up without that one for sure. Okay. Let's pick up like all the ones in this area here and see how many we actually need. Now we've got like one like right down here. It's probably not necessary anymore. Grab you. I know. Oh, you're red. So we will put you straight back down here for now. Yeah, I kind of figured you'd be needed here. This is already your favorite video game dock and temple. Well, thank you. Alright, so I'll put you right back here. So for the low cost of 32 candles, We saved ourselves, looks like six lanterns. That's not too shabby. Bite to eat. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Got about 10 minutes left. I'm gonna go till 11:30. I'm golden. Let's put you away. Gonna hang on to these lanterns for a minute. We need the wedge. I'm gonna put the new panto away. Put this guy away. Get our lantern out here. Hey there, Anatoly121. First of all, welcome. What material are the glowing lattices made of? Those are made of pumpkins. I'm not even kidding. So we carved pumpkins in the real life months of October and November, and that gets you pumpkin plus creative glow already inside the pumpkin. So yeah. Nightclub glow sticks, yeah. Candles just take clay, papyrus, and flax. Lanterns take clay, papyrus, flax, and metal. Well, this is true. Plus also glass. But the candles also take time. I am going to put one of those right here. For very obvious reasons. Any other yellow spots I want to shore up before we head up top? No, I think we're good. Somehow you need to... Why are you yellow? That's just weird. Anyway, that'll do for now. Yeah, let's go get like one more set of those the wedge and panto things done. See, those are kind of awkward. It's like, where would I, oh, darn it. Where would I put a lantern? Actually, up there would be a good candidate for maybe just using some oil lamps, actually. Doesn't take much light. You're yellow. Okay, that's why. Problem solved. I assume there's some yellow out here, don't we? Let's go and light these up. Why not? Boop. Just bounding through my fields of flax. Oil lamp above the door or on the other side. Yeah, I would do either side because the door, I believe, is 2 blocks, or it's like a single block or block and a half, but it's centered on 2 blocks. All right, let's get back up here. It looks so good with the new oil lamps. Oh yeah, those are exciting. Behold the fields where Kurzar grows his fields of flax. As you can see, he has many. I get that reference. Let's see which one did I do? I did this one. So we'll do this one next. And so my plan is here, we'll maybe on a chore stream, maybe on a regular stream, we will come through and we'll panto all the rest of these. I want to get the manual ones done first. I can't type out the reference, it would smite. Yeah. I wanted to get one of those for my house. Kurzet liked it, but we were like, we're gonna have kids soon. We don't want them asking... We don't want them... The asking questions is fine. we don't want them repeating it at school until they're like at an age where teachers won't care. Wedge is going to bust soon, it sure is. So I made another one. We got 70 uses left. And that was 12 of them. And then 10. And then 8. This poor Wedge. Like, material-wise, there are probably more efficient ways of doing this, but, like, time-wise, this is much more efficient, I think, for me. And the stream's come full circle now? Yeah, a little bit, hasn't it? Two. 1, 2. And does not get replaced. Interesting. Okay. It's probably for the best anyway. And this has 5,000. Okay, so it's 2.5 iron wedges. This shouldn't be yellow. That's weird. I wouldn't be worried about the teachers. They've heard worse. I'd be worried about the moral busybodies. Yeah, but sometimes the teachers will, like, they'll have to bring things up because of the moral busybodies. So my stance on language in general is, like, no, I don't want to teach my kids to ever be afraid of words. When I was a kid, I was afraid of being, like, smooted if I said certain four-letter words, even in my head. Like, that's how terrified I was of those words. And as an English major, the idea of that and passing that along is, like, disgusting to me. I'd much rather teach my kids, you know, when to use harsh or expressive words rather than just being afraid of them. I was afraid that just by knowing or thinking of them, I might say them by accident, which wasn't a thing. Like, there wasn't a problem. I didn't, you know, I'd never had any, like, conditions that make me, like, tick or say words that I don't mean to say anything. Lots of clothes dummies and monk's robes for the temple. Alright. I do think that for our chores stream on Wednesday, I'd kind of like to probably just continue this work. That makes the most sense to me. That was pretty quick. That was like about 4 minutes. Let's do one more. Yeah, I think Wednesday I want to finish up this stuff. And then in our next stream, we'll start building the rest of the walls up here. We'll get some of the other angled stuff on. And that should go pretty quick, because those are just going to be flat on Yeah, 45-degree angle kind of stuff. One more. One more floor. Sailboat tour finale. How about a creative mode finale instead? Sailboat canal is, there's not much to see there. We can do a creative mode finale. We can do that and skip watching me push these limestone bricks around a little bit longer. So here, let's do GM2, and we shall do a little flyby. Also turn off F7. Look at that. That top bit isn't as, like, straight as I was imagining it would be. That's okay. I don't think I want to change it. That is fun. That is really fun to look at. Yeah, I think after the tower is kind of, like, roughed in and has some of the detail work done, I think I'd like to move on to the monks' rooms. Like, so down here, like down here and here, we would start doing the monks' rooms, and those would be fairly simple. Like, I don't plan on that being terribly complex, but I mean, I guess you know me. Things get out of hand quickly around here. Elizabeth Ann, 86. Thank you. Build is amazing. You're so talented. I think it's perseverance. But thank you so much. Determination to want to see something like this. That's what keeps me going and gives me inspiration. And you guys. Just having someone to talk to and bounce ideas off of and make fun of me being great at counting. That's why I'm able to do this. And hey, Dirshep, I didn't see you pop in earlier. Or was this your first comment of the night? But thank you. And good to see you. Let's go in for a landing. You're definitely an architect and crazy to take this on? Oh, yeah. All right. Well, folks, that's going to do it as the wind rolls in and out and in and out. Okay. It was a good time tonight. I had a great time. I hope you all enjoyed the building process and getting this tower to its final height. Finally. It has been so long. Yeah. So on Wednesday, let's look forward to sort of working on these limestone bits, and then next Sunday we'll be back on our normal schedule, so I'll see you in the morning, or what's morning for me. Maybe not for you. And that's going to do it. As always, my name has been CarryOn. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.